Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
I'm sorry. None of the other hostages survived.
No. No. It can't be true. Where were the police? Why didn't they come in? They could have saved him.
I'm sorry.
I was busy messing around with emails, I think. Potentially. I think that might have been what happened.
Where were the police in all of this? If they'd come in sooner, Greg might have survived.
I like that. I like the reactivity, although it's a bit dummy, because basically it rewards you reloading from, I don't have load, but reloading from the very beginning of that particular level and just after reading everything. Although I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it rewards, but it's whatever.
You're the Seraph security guy, right? The one we were delayed for? Hope you know those hostages are dead because of you and your boss.
No, it isn't. It's because the game was designed like that. I can't believe the game developers would kill hostages like that. What terrible people. Seriously. Eidos Montreal should be ashamed. Let's hack this thing. I'm kidding. Obviously, the game is trying to instill shame on the player, but it doesn't work it doesn't work in these situations because the choice is not conscious. So, it's especially not a choice that basically could be, oh, I need to go to the bathroom very quickly, and you didn't pause the game, which is a thing that happens. And, yeah, it doesn't work. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As you know, we're in dire straits here. Yes. Urgent response needed. Dear sir, confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues and based on the information gathered from the Nigerian Chamber of Commerce. Oh no, it's the Nigerian prince. This is a very old meme. It's effectively a meme. Now that I think about it, we sort of didn't think about it back then as that, but it is a meme. It's just a very old meme. It dates the game a lot. Although it is still a... People know what it is. Acolitos here, Enthruk hacked code opens the manager's putter in admin building. Who wrote this? With an apostrophe? For sure. I don't need the putter. I'm good without putters. Is that an RGB? No, it is not. They should have RGB plants. Hello. Oh. What are you doing? Oh, you can't open the door. Poor.
I can't believe they made us wait out here while the leader of these assholes got away. Who knows what he'll do now?
Who knows?
Way to secure the terrorist leader, Jensen. Now the bastard's free to spread his lies and cause more trouble.
Ah, it's whatever. Dude.
What are you still doing here? Brass wants you to take over the investigation too?
I'm very slow. That's what I'm doing here. Slow as molasses, and that's how it goes.
Nice job securing the plant. I wouldn't have thought a security guard could handle this. Not even an augmented one.
Well, you're just a security guard yourself, so I don't know what you're talking about. But we can't go anywhere, and I don't know what they're doing. Maybe Zaki locked that door and ran through there, and that's the implication there. Because it would make sense for that to be the case. Hello. I did my job very good.
Not quite what you signed up for, is it, Jensen?
Excuse me?
Sneaking into your own factory to hide stuff while the boss holds the cops at bay? Don't get me wrong, I love Mr. Seraph. I just hate it when contracts become more important than people. I thought you did too.
Oh, I thought you did too. She means that because he said, excuse me, and so he's acting defensive, I assume that's why she says that? Because it's not really our fault. Like, I know the game is trying to push that. It's not my fault that any of this happened. Yeah, I just went for a pee. Yeah, the game doesn't do a very good job in instilling guilt on the player. I mean, admittedly, it is difficult to instill guilt on the player when the option is not conscious. It's very difficult. I mean, well, I say that because it's very difficult for me to feel guilty about things that I don't make a conscious choice about. It's always been like that for me, so I don't know, maybe it doesn't work the same for other people? But basically, if I do something that results in somebody else getting the short straw or something, I'm like, tough luck. I mean, it's not like I wanted that to happen. I feel no guilt whatsoever in that, because I just immediately, not necessarily immediately, but I rationalize it as, it's not really my fault, because it isn't, if it's not a conscious choice. In this case, it is, I mean, in this case, it is sort of a conscious choice, but not when you're playing a game. I mean, it's literally just a matter of you don't have a timer, the game doesn't warn you, like, it doesn't quite work the same as in real life would. Because we did spend a bunch of time just going around the base, and I think that's what we're talking about here. So I could shrug, but I'm gonna justify.
I do. But things don't always go according to plan, Malik. I did what I could.
I'm sure you did. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
I wonder if we would have leveled up if I had done that like that. I like it this way, though. It's better for the Let's Play. You know, because you want to see a Let's Play with things that you don't necessarily see if you play the game yourself. Although, you might disagree with that. You might want to see a Let's Play that is 100% things done properly and whatnot. That's not what this Let's Play is going to be. I'm going to mess around with things. I like playing games like that on camera. Do it the way I maybe wouldn't do if I were playing by myself. Just so that things get interesting.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
There's a lot of foreshadowing in these conversations, I think. I don't remember the details exactly, but the game does a good job of trying to remind me of the details of how the game goes.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
They were gone.
whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Oh, he's gonna have to wait, because I'm gonna explore a lot.
You need something, Jensen?
Yeah, I was hoping you could tell me about the first attack.
Sure. Anything in particular?
So I can go back to these.
I'm gonna find him, Malik.
I believe you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there is something back here, and I don't know why it didn't let me go in. Oh, I control the character. Oh. Now it does. So I don't know the code. Capture software rating too low to hack the device. Yeah, it makes sense, but at least we know, at least we can access it now, because we definitely couldn't before. And I don't think the code is gotten from here, from outside. I think it's from inside. I'm pretty sure there's a similar place like this in the first game, and I think you get it eventually.
Another attack? Can't wait to see what the Humanity Front says about it this time.
Mm-hmm. What's that over there? It doesn't go anywhere, does it? Mm-hmm.
Wow. Didn't expect to see you back so soon, Mr. Jensen. I heard you were nearly a goner.
I think that is the conversations from the previous encounter. So we're just gonna do our thing then. I don't think there's much we can do,
I
actually.
think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Seraph Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me.
I don't think one company or one man can do it at all, let alone by himself.
Can someone tell me how the purists were even able to break into the plant? We're supposed to have state-of-the-art security measures here.
I know, but Pritchard... Anyway, don't push it. Liza Kazan.
The man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our repeated requests for an interview. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live from Picus.
No new news regarding that, at least not any that we could see. So let's go to Pritchard. Unless somehow... I say Pritchard. We should go to Pritchard, but unless somehow I'm missing... I don't think I'm missing anything on the quest that we were given. But we might have a new email in here. Let's see what I can do. New access code added. Adam, I really don't mean to bug you on this, but I think I've got another suspect in those neuropazine thefts. I caught Denzel Mitchell going over my stack of VersaLife purchase orders. He said he needed to verify the legal address for a contract David wanted him to look over, but he would have that address on a dozen correspondences already. For a lawyer, you think he'd be able to keep up with better defense. Now, I'm reading this, and I'm thinking that this happens because I did what I did before the first mission, which means that those hostages died for me to get this email, which is the correct option then, because the email is so much more important. His door code is 1364, and I definitely will remember that, no problem whatsoever. That is Denzel Mitchell. Let's see. Welcome back, Adam. First of all, this is a forward thingy. Previously, yeah. So, I don't know what door that is. 1364. Denzel, the Thing. Found it. However, actually, I think it's over there. There's some people that talk about things, and I want to hear their conversations. Those two.
If Megan had made her presentation in Washington, the UN wouldn't even be considering restrictions.
We don't know that for sure.
And if they hadn't been considering it, Bill Taggart wouldn't have gone to Geneva to give that damn speech, and no one would have tried to kill him.
There's no way you can say that for sure.
Let me finish, Will. We had the world's sympathy for a while, but isn't it funny how quickly it turned on us?
We just need to show the world what good human enhancement can do for people. We need to finish what Megan started.
Yeah, that's all you need to do for sure. Absolutely all. Just that. Just that. Anyway, it's up here in this level. I don't know why I missed it. It's right here. Denzel Mitchell. And I forgot the date. Oh, it says on the right side. But I remembered it. I just saw it after typing it in. What do we have? Global Politics Review 2026 edition, Chapter 7, Facing the Dragon. China casts a long shadow since the 2000s. The Chinese bloc has seen a steady climb toward superpower status, supplanting the USA as the world's economic engine and most sophisticated military force. Marked growth in many areas of industry have made the People's Republic a major player in many fields, notably in the emerging technology of human augmentation, without the regulations imposed on human trials by other nations. The PRC, that's the People's Republic of China, I think, have been fast-tracking their augmentation research. Many fear that they have been fast-tracking their augmentation research. Many fear that China's actions may grant them a monopoly on thus strengthen their position still further. However, despite technological advances, China's attitudes towards human rights and the environment have not progressed, and rumors of atrocities against both people and the planet are rife. But but confirmations of these statements is difficult to obtain given the PRC's iron grip on their nation's media. For a text so close to what actually happens in real life, it's sort of interesting that they don't mention how the stranglehold that China holds over many countries through investment. It's not really stranglehold, though. I mean, it is still influence. How that also aids in their pursuit for. Let's drop that. Oh, what? Oh, I pressed F2 because I've been playing too much Oblivion, honestly, where F2 is the inventory. But yeah, their influence is very important. That's how China works. The modern day actual China, influence through investment. Ooh, this conversation was automatically saved in your conversation history. Between Frenetic Pony and Lawboy, we can't let SWAT into that plant. There's too much at stake. I'm calling Jensen in Markovic. What? I'm calling Jensen in. He's still on medical leave. Markovic gave him a clear bill of health last week. And how much pressure was she under, huh? I resent that accusation. Resent it all you like, but you hired me to protect your ass. You got away with the strategies because of the neat little clause we had in his contract. But if something happens to him now, it won't, trust me. It's your call, boss. We saved his life, for God's sake. I don't think he'll be suing us anytime soon. These people and their lack of autocorrect, honestly. Actually, this doesn't happen anymore, does it? Or maybe it does, I don't know. Does it? The internet typing has changed considerably from where it was to what it is now because of autocorrect. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of Twitter more than personal messages and whatnot. Hey Danny, when you've got a second, can you stop by? David's asked me to draft a formal letter to TYM declining their also generous offer. I want to make sure I get the wording correct. And from Pritchard, as you are all fully aware, network security is of the... Oh, this is that one. How I had read that. Lock your computers. Yeah, sure. This doesn't really tell me much, does it? There's that thing. I mean... Frenetic Pony and Lawboy. Frenetic Pony at that over there. Whose computer is this? Exler. Lawboy. Oh, this is the clue. This is the clue. The Lawboy is what... yeah. Hey, Denny. That's Denzel Mitchell. To Denzel Mitchell. Of course, Denzel Mitchell. He's the Lawboy. It's your call, boss. So who's this Frenetic Pony? I wonder. This has got to be... I'm calling Jensen in. This has got to be the boss. Like the top boy. Top boy? Whatever. His name. I don't know his name. The boss man. But there's not really much going on here. I left that behind on purpose. It's proof of my crimes. Oh well. Weird. Because I can't follow up on that. Like, things need to... I don't think I can follow up on that. Maybe I can. No. Okay. Well, that's good enough. Let's go meet the boss man. How do I get to the boss man? Down below? Is that why there's a... It's like a triangle pointing downwards? Is that what that is? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea who...
By for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
All right, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical. Any one of our competitors could be behind this.
So that's one of the conversations that I heard. Ooh, all I need to do is press shift. It holds.
David and you, Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract Bill Taggart.
Darrow is not hiding. He's working day and night in the Arctic, trying to save the world. It's what millionaires do when they get bored. They save the world. Didn't you know that?
Or so they tell you. Okay, so... Pritchard's office, obviously. Hey! Look who it is. Final Fantasy's... What, wait. 17? That's Final Fantasy 17. I don't think that's out yet. Of course, it's a franchise by Square Enix, so yeah.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
And we got Praxis points received. There's 2 available. And now I need to meet with Seraph. Good stuff. Also, who uses SCSI? Especially in this day and age. The nature of neuroplasticity. Did I read this? Yes, I did. I remember. Ooh, chocolate. I'm taking all of your chocolates. Ugh! That mouse is terrible, dude. Get yourself a better one. That's bad. It's a bad mouse. Bought it to the... I mean, it's probably company property, so they bought it. And they paid the least they could. Credit chip. I like that. It's pretty good. I don't know who left it there. Certainly it wasn't the owner of the of the office. Anyway, let's go talk to Seraph. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead, leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.